Welcome to the Cop Council. Yes, you can tell by the thumbnail and the title, Liverpool are out of the UEFA Champions League after losing by 3-2 and 4-2 on aggregate in total. As you can see, I am joined by a very special guest to make my night a bit better, Jack Mack, LFC. How are you doing, my friend?
Not the best, mate. I don't think any of us are after that, but nice one for letting me on your channel, mate. And everyone, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below on the game. As I said, it's a mixed range of emotions, fella. Ups, downs, and then, but that's the beauty of supporting Liverpool Football Club. You're taking on a wild journey every single season, mate. But I think, as we'll talk throughout the episode, mate, but I think there's positives and negatives. I know everyone's like, oh, you positives. I'll let you know the positives in the game tonight, everyone. But yeah, I'm gutted, absolutely gutted.
Yeah, I think all of us are pretty much the same right now. Obviously, I've done a video over on Jack's channel, so go and check that out. It will be in the video description down below, or go over to Jack's channel because his link will be in the description as well. Now, obviously, like you said, mate, obviously all of us are gutted. I'm smiling now for the video, but I'm honestly enraged right now, and I think a lot of you guys are as well. Going for the team sheet then, mate. Obviously, there was big news, with the team when the team sheet come out. Obviously, the return of Jordan Henderson. We've said on the channel pretty much, he was fighting for, fitness for this game, and he dropped Fabinho for Jordan Henderson. What was your reaction when you heard the news of Jordan Henderson starting for Fabinho?
I was happy, mate. Don't get me wrong, Fabinho's not been playing the best of late, but I think tonight was going to be a very difficult game, really, in terms of we know how well set up Atletico are defensively, but I was hoping Henderson was playing. I think, obviously, in the pre-match build-up this week, I think I mentioned to you and a couple of the Reds, I said I'd personally go with Fabinho if Henderson wasn't fit, and I'd probably go with Ox and Naby anyway if Naby was fit, but I think in terms of the way Gino and Alden and really Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain played, they really pivoted quite well. All three of them played so well in terms of different areas of the pitch, and obviously Ginny and Millie coming on the second half as well. But I just hoped that Henderson didn't get injured a couple of weeks prior to this game anyway. But I think if Henderson was still on the pitch, I think we possibly could have won that game.
Yeah. It's one of these things, isn't it? I think, obviously Jordan Henderson, he's been, fighting to be fit for this game. And, obviously he was fit and available. For me, we'll talk a little bit more into the game. He had a pretty good game. We talked on your channel about, the high line that Liverpool started out straight away. Were you surprised by how high Liverpool's line was right at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, definitely. 30-odd seconds in, Atletico get in straight away. And it's not just Atletico Madrid. I think when everyone's watched every YouTube channels, Liverpool channels, video, we've seen how defensively nervy we have been in previous weeks. And it doesn't take a tactical genius, really, in terms of watching, analysing Jurgen's performances defensively. Obviously, West Ham game, Watford, those teams have really threatened Liverpool. And Jota was playing a high line, but I'm surprised we played such a high line. Everyone let us know your thoughts on that. But obviously, we got the pace to really bail out in most occasions. Obviously, Virgil and Joe. But I think Adrian as well, I think that put him on edge, considering, obviously, the way in which they scored their goals. They pressed us quite well. They didn't do it all the time, but when there was a nervousness, and obviously Adrian leading to goal, but there was always that possibility of the Atletico press really to really drive up the pitch. Don't get me wrong, they sat behind the ball, but I think as soon as they got that goal in extra time, then they knew what the game plan was going to be, and really that's what I was expecting to happen, because that played into their hands massively. But yeah, spot on, mate. I was surprised we played such a high line. I wish, obviously, it's easy to say now after the game, but I just wish we stayed that good 10 to 15 yards slightly more back. And then if you need a goal in the next 10 minutes anyway, of extra time, just play it kind of a lot more cooler at the back, mate.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I won't spoil anything for your video, but like I said, mentioned in your video, going back to the Barcelona game of last year, Liverpool have like changed their high line, 10, maybe 15 meters, apart. And, maybe they needed to go back to that tonight. And, do let us know in the comment section down below, your thoughts and opinions on this. But, overall at the beginning of the game, mate, obviously Liverpool were on the front foot after the chance that you mentioned. And, it looked like Liverpool were going to like keep on like trying to get that goal and trying to break that Atletico Madrid side down. Which player, was not so much your man of the match or anything like that, but like who was the one player that you thought like could break the Atletico Madrid defense and like their brick walls?
Gino Ronaldo, mate. I think obviously I was very impressed with him. We knew how important he was last year, obviously in the Barcelona game, obviously the Roma game, knockout game. But Gino Ronaldo and Oxlade-Chamberlain was an important night for Liverpool's midfield tonight. I felt, obviously, I've already mentioned the pivoting in which they done. In terms of, they were very clever. We know how good they are going forward, but I felt the moments in the game were absolutely superb. I wish if Ox had a lot more energy, but you could see he had to come off because he absolutely run through a brick wall tonight. And if we had another player of Ox's quality, really, the adaptability, obviously pace and a lot more fitness anyway, mate. But in terms of when Gini was going forwards, well, I think they had a stat on BT. It was like 5 international goals for Holland in 7 games. So he has got that ability to get in the ball and really get into the box and score the goal. But I'm hoping that he does score a lot more for Liverpool in the future, because obviously we talked about needing number 10 tonight, but I felt that our forward lads tonight played well, but I think it was vastly more important that our midfield players played well tonight, mate. But if you had to pick a couple of lads, it would be obviously Trent going down that right-hand side, Gini, Ox as well. Firmino had a couple of chances. I felt he should have really at least put about 2 of them in the back of the net. I think hindsight at the back of the game, you'd probably say he should have really at least be testing Jan Oblak in the Atletico goal, even though he was basically Atletico's. He was like one of those goalkeepers you face on FIFA. He just saves everything.
That is true. That is very true. We will talk about Jan Oblak because what a game he had. But obviously Liverpool scored first. Just before half time. Obviously Jack talking about that right hand side. Ox and Trent working superbly, and then I think it was an Ox cross, and then obviously, you all remember that header, of Gini Wijnaldum against Barcelona, and he did practically do the exact sort of header to get Liverpool 1-0. But going into halftime, then obviously we're talking about this, after the game and everything like that. Would you have changed anything, with Liverpool's setup, going into the second half, or would you have kept it the exact same as what Jurgen did do?
I think, I would have kept it the same, mate. I think we scored the most. If you had to write a script of scoring in a game of halves, it would be on the 43rd minute with Gini Wijnaldum, and that really set that, because Atletico knew there was a game on then, because obviously that was against their plan. They probably prepared for a Liverpool goal, but I was just hoping tonight was going to be one of those nights where teams come to Anfield and very much collapse, like most of them do. But that never happened tonight, and obviously Liverpool were their own worst enemy. Really, I think obviously we some areas in our defensive game we got a lot too far too relaxed and complacent. But that's expected because the amount of energy and really just imagine playing in that Liverpool team, because not just mentally, those goals probably absolutely killed them off really, in terms of a psychological and mental point of view. I imagine it's like when we played Barca last year. I think those mistakes from Adrian anyway, in our whole defensive unit as a whole. Obviously, Adrian did pass out anyway, but you've still got to defend. You could have got players on the line, but I felt that when we made those mistakes, it was a double-edged sword. Really, it impacted us more than just conceding the one goal, and obviously the goals that followed.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, you mentioned Jan Oblak. All throughout the second half, Liverpool were just trying to break down the door, but a certain Jan Oblak would not allow Liverpool to get that second goal. Obviously, Ox had chances. Mo, Bobby, like you said, should have took his chances. I think we talked about before, this tie even started, about Alisson and Oblak being the best two goalkeepers in the world. Well, where would you rank, Jan Oblak in the world then? I can probably guess your answer, but yeah, just what's your opinion on Jan Oblak?
He's absolutely superb, mate. I think prior to Alisson coming to the football club, I think he was number one goalkeeper. Jan Oblak, obviously, Alisson had a superb year last year, but those two, and obviously Ter Stegen at Barcelona, but Jan Oblak definitely. I try to not be biased, but I'd put Oblak second and our Ali first. But just every aspect of his game tonight was superb. In terms of his distribution, he was calm, but really, what I loved, I admire, I know Alisson does this so well as well, was obviously when aerial balls are coming into the box. Tonight, Oblak was doing so well. He was going for it, but then he wasn't. He was like, going, and then obviously our players were like going for the ball, but it put them off. And it was just such a good, as well as his ability in shot stopping as well. Everything that come at him tonight, he was just going bang, 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 bang. There you go. And he nearly got that age, and Wijnaldum headed out with a goal anyway. But it's the thing. Goalkeepers win games and they win titles. And Jan Oblak tonight, it's so important, really, how important goalkeepers are to teams. Yeah. And it was like going back to having Simon Mignolet in goal all those years ago. But I think, obviously, I said on my channel, I think Adrian will be made to be the scapegoat. Don't get me wrong, he made the mistake, but for what Adrian's done for this football club, he's done absolutely so much. And really, I remember the days when we didn't have the quality of Adrian in goal. He would have been starting Adrian ahead of most goalkeepers we've had in recent times prior to Alisson, mate. But I'm gutted he's made the mistakes, and he will. And I can already read the headlines now, and rightly so. But at the end of the day, he's done so well at the beginning of the Premier League campaign as well, when he did come in when Alisson was out injured. And tonight, he was called upon. He's won Liverpool a lot more points than he's lost Liverpool, but I'm gutted, mate.
It's a horrible thing, isn't it? He's done so well for Liverpool, and moving on a bit then for the game, obviously, full time, in normal time, it ends 1-0 for Liverpool, and we go into extra time, and the person that can't score a goal for Liverpool in Bobby Firmino, he does make it 2-0 Liverpool, but then we've talked, like you said, Adrian. He is the victim then of, Atletico scoring their first goal of the evening, and the headlines, like you said, the headlines will be Adrian mistake, Adrian this. And, it's like me and you, and all the Liverpool fans, we can remember Karius, we can remember Mignolet, we can remember all the bad goalkeepers that we've signed over the last few years. And, obviously, I think I said this on your channel, he doesn't, like, he wasn't bought to be in this position right now. This is Alisson's, bread and butter, then you could say. He should be there, Champions League night under the lights. And unfortunately, like I said on your channel, injuries are a part of football. And, unfortunately, Alisson is injured. And, maybe he doesn't make the mistake for the first one. Maybe he's in position, back in position for that. And, I just want to say quickly, right here, right now, do not attack Adrian for it. You know, he has been absolutely brilliant for Liverpool. You know, I think all of us at the time, even I've said this to you off camera, you know, I screamed at the TV when Adrian made the mistake and it went in. But, you know, thinking about it now, do not go after him because, you know, he's not for this. He's not for it. But, you know, just stay calm, you know, and everyone, please do not attack Adrian. But, you know, talking more about Atletico, mate, obviously, you know, they are, you know, a superb team. And I just have to say this bit quickly, you know, fair play to Atletico. You know, I think Liverpool fans will hold their hands up when we've been defeated, and we probably, you know, we're well defeated tonight. And, you know, fair play, you know, Diego Simeone, I keep on buggering up his name, Simeone, so sorry guys if I do bugger up his name. You know, he's just a tactical genius, isn't he, mate?
Yeah, he hit the nail on the head in terms of tactical, every aspect. Considering obviously Liverpool got the 2 goals, could have easily been so well. He was confident in his players, and really, Liverpool have been beaten for the only time since obviously it was at Real Madrid.
Yeah, Real Madrid
at home.
14, I believe.
Yeah, like it's not an easy feat to beat this Liverpool side in Champions League at home. Obviously, the away goals did count, and I had a feeling they would play a big factor. Like it was, we needed that goal away. I think we did need a goal. We had enough chances. We had a couple of, but tonight we had enough chances really to put the game to bed. But in terms of the tactical point of view of Atletico Madrid, they were so clever, and I'm hoping they do win the Champions League, because then you could say you got beat by the champions anyway. But in terms of everyone, let us know your thoughts on the tactics. Well, in terms of Kieran Trippier, Correa as well, he started off down the wing and then he's played up front. Every single player on that pitch for Atletico, Llorente, when he did come on, obviously the ex-Real Madrid player, he come on and done an absolute shift and really hit Liverpool on the counter-attack. Their plan could have went out the window. They didn't crumble under the pressure like a previous side did last year coming to Anfield. They believed in themselves, and it could have been so easy for them to just collapse as soon as Liverpool got that second goal, but they didn't. They're very experienced in the Champions League, but every bit of their play, don't get me wrong, dark arts, but it wasn't just the dark arts, it was clever football intelligence, when to go forward, the right areas, the way in which Jonathan Partey, I tell you, I want us to sign him because he was phenomenal. He was absolutely phenomenal in terms of covering the centre-backs. He was absolutely left, right and centre. Koke, Correa, filling in Trippier. He's had a new lease of life going to obviously not Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, mate, but Lodi down the left-hand side as well. I think there was another player. One second, let's get the quickly team line up. Savic as well. You wouldn't have thought him years ago when he was in the Manchester City shirt. He kept it basic. It's don't get me wrong. It's some players in world football struggle just to do the basics of football. Savage was like, "Nah, I'm not having this. Get out." But Atletico keep it simple and they defend so well. Don't get me wrong. It's not nice to look at, but at the end of the day, it wins your football games, and I think that's something that Liverpool can take away from this game. How defensively resolute Atletico were in every aspect of their play, and the game management of when to go forward and when not to go forward.
Yeah, definitely, mate. You know, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But yeah, I absolutely agree with everything you say. You know, even he's made Kieran Trippier look like the best right back in the world tonight. So, you know, fair play. But well, and plus, even if you got Alvaro Morata scoring a goal, you know, that just shows, you know, true, you know, good tactics there. You know, moving on then. Obviously, this is a massive learning curve then for Liverpool. You know, obviously, you know, thinking ahead then for, you know, summer transfer window, you know, obviously there's been loads of rumours with Timo Werner and, you know, there's been other bits and bobs. And the whole thing of like Liverpool need to add players for like the gap then for the front three. Do you think that's going to be Klopp's main priority for the summer? Looking ahead towards that, getting that gap from, Divock Origi has done, superbly well, as a backup. But do you think it's time now for Liverpool to get, someone that's like, if not on par with the front three, someone that's like just a little bit lower than them?
Yeah, definitely, mate. Obviously, Shaqiri wasn't on the bench, I don't think, anyway, tonight.
No.
In terms, no, he wasn't on the bench, but obviously injuries have hampered his career. Minamino come up late on, but we knew as soon as Atletico got that third goal, we could have been driving a tank through there and he still wouldn't have got past. But we do need to strengthen. I'm hoping, don't get me wrong, everyone let us know your thoughts on the comment section about Boccini. Would you give him a contract? For me personally, I would. And I would be very interested to see him further up the pitch. Obviously, we've seen him in a Holland shirt, really. But I think for me personally, Ox tonight, he's done so well going forward. But we've talked about Kai Havertz, us, Mickey and Dave and all the lads, about him. But I feel we need a bit more defensive reinsurance as well. Obviously, if there's such a massive drop-off in quality from left back and right back, as soon as Robbo and Trent are out injured, then you obviously having to ask and rely on James Milner going down the left-hand side. And we're only an injury away from losing Van Dijk or Gomez and Lovren coming in or Joel Matip. Another day, and I was spot on with another forward mate as well. I'd love Timo Werner, and his Leipzig side have gone through, so I'd like them to go far as well. Good old Timo, but I think there will be players in the pipeline, mate. But I think if you have to pick one, it would be an attacking forward. I'd go out and spend quite a bit of the budget on an attacking forward, even though I've mentioned the defence. But there is, as you mentioned, I love Divock to bits.
Yeah.
But I think Liverpool now are at a stage and at a level where we need to, like Man City, they can take players out, and like Barcelona, they can take players out, and like Real Madrid, even though they're not hitting the heights that they once were, they're still playing well because they can interchange players. But Timo Werner, but I think there is probably an attacker out there in world football that Jurgen's probably already spoken to, mate.
Yeah, it's obviously that's like the talk of the future and everything like that. And let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Would you have Kai Havertz, Timo Werner? I've said publicly I think Timo Werner is Liverpool's main aim, but let us know in the comment section. But before I let you go, mate, obviously who would you? Obviously, it's tough to give man of the match to tonight, but if there was one player that you would say he deserves all the credit for the performance, who would that player be for you?
Black, mate. I think obviously goalkeepers win your games, and as we said in the episode, fair play, and you've got to hold your hands up. Don't get me wrong, Liverpool, we want to see us win every single football game, but you've got to at least admit when you've been beaten by the better side. Don't get me wrong, we played so well in terms of, I think we registered over 35 shots on goal tonight. We done enough really to score a lot more goals than we did, but the main reason was Jan Oblak. We couldn't really get past him, and there was some saves tonight where you were like, you should not be saving them, but he has. But he was the difference tonight, mate. So obviously, goalkeepers win your games, win your titles, and win your trophies. And we've seen what Alisson done last year in the Champions League to win his titles, mate. But Jan Oblak, Jonathan Partey as well, he's a close run-up seconds. I think Athletic will very much struggle to really keep hold of him in the summer. I'd love us to sign him. A very good physical presence. And Simeone, man that as well, for his tactical genius. He outsmarted Jurgen Klopp tonight. But I'm gutted, Reds. But don't be too down, everyone. We've number 19 on the horizon, mate, and we'll go again. We'll absolutely go again, mate. We'll go again in Champions League. We'll be back, everyone. It won't be the last final we were in last year. And I'm pretty sure there's another couple of European finals around the corner, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, well, fair play, mate. I absolutely agree with that. And for me, the overall man of the match, I'm going to give it to Jan Oblak. Absolutely superb. Like we said, I think Liverpool man of the match for me. If I'm going to give one, I think I'm going to give it to Ox. I thought he was absolutely
Yeah.
superb tonight, and everything he did from minute one, on the ball constantly, trying to get that ball on the attack. So I'm going to give that to Ox. But the overall man of the match, Jan Oblak. But yeah, that's going to be it from us, guys. Obviously, we've been talking for a good 25 minutes about this game. Obviously, we don't really want to talk about it, but we have to because we're Liverpool content creators, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Any last words you've got to say, Jack, about anything?
Yeah, nice one for having me on, mate. Everyone, I hope to have a lovely rest of your night. Be safe and that if you are going travelling back from the pub or the match or whatever. Just chin up, Reds. I think there'll be all the Everton fans and the Manx will be crawling out of the pipelines, as you always do when Liverpool lose a game. But don't be too downhearted, everyone. We'll go again next season, but we've got our baby number 19. That was what we were aiming for the beginning of the season. I think if you would have asked every single one of us, don't get me wrong, after the game, we wanted to win the game, and we very much did. We were in a position ready to win the game, but at the end of the day, you can't win every single football game. But we're blessed to be in a position, just as Real Madrid has been years prior to Jurgen Klopp era, that we would have bit your hand off for winning the Premier League. Yeah, but nice one for having me on, mate. Come on, Reds, we'll go again. Pick yourselves up.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for coming on, mate. Obviously, guys, go and check out Jack's channel. Obviously, we do the podcast over there. It's always linked in the video description. Go and check out Jack. I think as well, hopefully, Jack's Twitter is at Jack's
Jack Mac LFC, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Mac is obviously on the bottom. Hopefully, I've added that in. So, if I haven't, please slaughter me in the comments if I have done that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to the match preview. If you could do me a massive favor and please like, share, and subscribe, it would be massively appreciated. But until next time, guys, that's it from us. I've been Connor from the Cop Council. He's been Jack Mac LFC, and we'll see you all next time.
See you later, lads. Ta-ra.